And from a Providence perspective, we'll continue to work with the city and county on a solution. Status quo is not acceptable right now. And I encourage anyone, if you're driving down Ensign, you'll see what we mean.
Hey guys, check this out.
What is it?
Is someone in?
Franz Anderson Road site is part of what's commonly called the jungle. It is neither cleared of trees nor paved. How soon can you predict you'd be able to make it support RVs? How many people already living there would be displaced or moved to make room for the RVs?
And I may ask Jay Burning to help with answering this question. The property that is being kind of examined is not what is kind of considered in the jungle. It is separate from that property. There is some site work. The land is largely cleared, so there is less site work than needed. So it is separate from what is kind of traditionally known as the jungle. But I would ask Jay if he has anything to add regarding that property. City of Olympia is taking the lead in the acquisition of that property.
Yeah, the other thing I might add to what Tom said is there's a question around how long to get this ready to go. And it's our intention, again, within that 6 to 7 month time frame to have these individuals on the Carpenter Road site that we could both acquire and get the site prepped and ready to move those RVs that are there along with other RVs on Ensign Road over to the new site. So somewhere within that 6 to 7 month time frame, there's a lot of work to do between now and then once we get the site acquired and get some design work done and all those processes in place. But our intention is to make that happen within the 6 to 7 month time frame that we've been allotted here.
How many campsites might there be at the Franz Anderson site?
So right now, we're looking at approximately a maximum of 50 at Franz Anderson. Once we get into that site, I think, once again, there'll be fire codes that we'll need to comply with. And we'll have to look at what's kind of usable site. So that's still a little bit to be determined, but in the MOU that we hope to sign with the City of Olympia, I believe it's at a maximum of 50 RVs at that site.
If this application is denied, what will happen to the people on Ensign Road?
Well, honestly, I would look to my colleagues at the City of Olympia and Providence, St. Peter. I mean, we'll definitely, and I don't mean to speak for Ty, but Olympia Mutual Aid Partner is going to serve these individuals, whether they're on Ensign or they're at Martin Way or both. So that will continue regardless, but I can't address the other part of the question.
I'm happy to jump in here, Shelley. I think the shorter answer is that we will need to find another alternative. Keeping it status quo as is not acceptable. It will not work. It's too much of a conflict that's created with Providence. Providence has been very patient in this process, but they've been very direct in the impacts that this has on the hospital. And it's incumbent upon us to find a solution here. So I'm very hopeful that this site will get approved and we'll be able to move in that direction. But if it does not, in the interim, the site will continue to be served by OLIMAP and by the City of Olympia with our scattered site resources that we've committed to this project until we can find another solution. But finding another solution is an absolute.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
Thank you, Darin. And then, of course, in the interim, I mean, the goal here is to get these people onto that long-term site. So that will still be in the works just if this does not work out, the short-term solution does not work out.
And from a Providence perspective, we'll continue to work with the city and county on a solution. Status quo is not acceptable right now. And I encourage anyone, if you're driving down Ensign, you'll see what we mean.
That's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.